Hi, just wanted to do this quick review and demonstration of this bushcrafttools.com fire piston I've got hold of. Fire pistons have been around for a long time, over 100 years. They're a proven, reliable way of lighting fires. This is an alloy construction, quite nicely well made, rounded edges. The knurling's quite sharp on the edges, so if you were going to try and strike this solely by holding it in your hand and whacking it, after a few unsuccessful goes, it might make your hand a bit sore. But I like the little storage pots that they've incorporated on the end. One of them you store your char cloth, and the other they've got a little bit of petroleum jelly in the end, and it's for lubricating the seal. But I find a little bit of saliva works better, really. Sometimes you can overdo it with the petroleum jelly, and the seal's so good you'll really struggle to actually get it to light. Now, for those who've never used a fire piston and don't know how they work, they use compressed air pressure under tremendous force. The air trying to escape past this seal in this tight fit tube gets superheated when you strike it down, and the little notch at the bottom here, the little hollow, you put a piece of char cloth in there, and when you whack it down with force on a hard surface, that superheated air actually will create an ember. It will actually ignite the char cloth and create an ember. Once you've got your ember, obviously, then you hook that out into your tinder bundle and you'll be on your way to your fire. So I'm going to do a little demonstration of how to use this now and see if we can actually get a fire going. I've used it a couple of times before and it was really good, so I think it's a very good, reliable fire piston. I know there's loads on the market. You can get them made of lots of different materials, wood, all different combinations, and you can even make your own out of some copper tubing. But this is a nice, sturdy, solid, reliable fire piston. I'd recommend it. Another really cool feature of this Bushcraft Tools fire piston is if you unscrew the little capsule off the end that has your char cloth, actually in the body of the fire piston there's a little ferro rod, so you've got another little backup method if you're unsuccessful with your fire piston. It gives you another little edge on getting a fire going, which is a nice little touch. So yeah, I do recommend this fire piston. Like I say, it can be quite rough on the hands, but even in the instructions provided, they recommend you strike it to the floor. So yeah, it's your choice really and your preference, but I quite like it and I'd recommend it. So let's get on and get a fire going with it. Right, as you see, I've got all my tinder and kindling around me. I've loaded a piece of char cloth into the end of the fire piston. I'm going to just put a little bit of saliva on the seal. I'm not going to strike it in my hands, I'm going to strike it straight down. It can take a few goes, but There you go. Fire by air pressure. A good tip is when you're striking your fire piston, strike it with either side of your hand, not the middle, because you'll find you can bruise your hand very easily. So hopefully you found this video useful, and maybe you'll consider getting a fire piston for your bug out bag. It's a good idea to make your own char cloth as well. It's very easy to do. You just need some cotton cloth, an old tobacco tin. This is my char cloth tin. It's just an old tobacco tin. Cut up some strips of cotton material, 100% cotton. Make a pinhole in the side of the tin, and then you'll find that you can put the lid on, throw that tin into the embers of a fire, and when smoke stops coming out of the pinhole, your char cloth's ready. It's done. Simple as that. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to my channel for more similar bushcraft and survival videos. Thanks very much.